What's up guys, welcome to Wasted Space, back in Darkest Dungeon, having had a pretty tough time last time, lost Dismas, can't believe that still. So what we're going to do is, we didn't even set up having finished that episode, it was all quite long, so we're going to do something today involving the, I can't remember what these guys are called, occultists? Yes, occultists. The occultist and the bounty hunter here, and first things first, I need to switch some of their skills around to make this work. So, for the bounty hunter, we want this, where is it? Oh yes, it was the finish him ability, and that's nothing to do with the occultist, it's just because we've got so many stuns, we might as well have that. Yes, so we always have a stun in the group in some form, so let's get Adonai up there, and let's get finish him. And let's also see, can we got... Still don't have enough of whatever the... No, they are just called portraits. Still don't have enough of the portraits yet, and that's probably because we haven't been to the Weald yet. Let's see whether the blacksmith uses... Yeah, the blacksmith we're a little closer to, so hopefully we can pick up some crests soon as well. But for now, we've done Adonai. Let's remember to switch that skill around, so we want to get rid of... those are all useful. Hook and slice is only really useful if he gets knocked to the back, so let's turn that off and have finish him on. And then for Gildersleeve, his abilities are pretty good. I've already had a look at these. The only thing I want to get is, of course, where is it? Yes, I think Demon's Pull is the one I want to get my hands on. Although, I mean, Hands from the Abyss is good. Vulnerability Hex is the one I want for the mark target. Abyssal Artillery is kind of cool, hits the back too. And then you got this weird reconstruction, which I actually find really, really useful. So, with him, Torch -5 is kind of annoying, whereas pulling people around is always handy. I might leave him alone for the time being, see how he plays, and then maybe we can change him up later. So we still can't upgrade skills. We still can't upgrade weapons in the blacksmith. We haven't unlocked this stuff down here, so for the time being, we might as well just embark. Our money is not that useful. And we need to get our hands on either some portraits or some crests. So, what should we do? This is a short one, and it will give us some portraits. Only 2, but it'll give us some portraits as a reward. So let's go with that. Let's go Warren's short, 100% of room battles, and we are going to take... as our healer, we'll have Bonnell. We can have... In fact, I'll put Gildersleeve at the back and Bonnell there. And then we want Adonai, who can be our sort of main DPS. And then we just want one of these lepers as essentially the tank. So which one are we going to take? Sydney's Chop, Focus, Revenge, and Withstand. So Sydney's not that great. Whereas Clamet's the one that's got... skills. Both of those guys need skills changing, so in fact cancel that. I'm going to go back and let's start with Clamet, as Clamet's the upgraded one already. Chop is cool, Hugh is cool. We've worked out that we have to have focus in order to hit everything. Withstand is not that great, and Intimidate's not that great, so we'll keep Solemnity. 4 HP is not bad, and I bet you with upgrading we could get more out of that. And of course the thing with that is that you get 3 to 5 out of one of the healer heals, but this is of course an extra heal as well, so I see that being useful. So out of these, let's take Revenge out. The lack of accuracy just means that they can't hit anything anyway, and let's get this plus accuracy buff in. Looks good. And also a Weald Tactician, that'll be handy. So was him, then Adonai, then Gildersleeve, and then finally Bonnell in the last slot. Looking good. And that was to the Warrens, indeed. Okay, so let's provision up. Get ourselves 8 food, no, not a holy water, 8 torches, and key, and shovel. I'm not even going to take a bandage, because that would be funny for reasons. Halcyon? And no, I will. I'll take a bandage. I'll even try and use it, I promise. And that's kind of alright. This is a short one. I don't want to spend too much cash. I want to hold on to some, so let's go with that. Just a little bit. Let's see what we get. First time in the Warrens now. I've done Warrens a little bit in my other save, and I know that we're going to get a lot more blights here, basically. But that's not too bad.
They breed quickly down there in the dark. But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
So 100% of room battles, so what we're going to do is do a loop like that up to there, so we don't have to do any backtracking. Battles in the corridors obviously don't matter in the
Wealth
slightest.
beyond measure.
Oh, nice.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
An extra shovel, right. Is that shovel in there or not? You just click on the shovel. Right, thank you guys. Now I understand. That is perhaps not intuitive, but also me being an absolute douche. And they've got surprise on us, which means we're going to take a full round of damage, stress the lot before we get to do anything. No? Oh, okay. You are in a really bad location because they've turned the entire group back to front. So the only option here really is to start switching the group around, because healing at this point is not going to be of much use. Wow, this is really given us some troubles. This is the problem with this sort of group layout versus the one we had last time, where moving them around was super duper easy. Right, so not a huge amount. We could try and do the same thing to them, pull them around so that they, or we could knock one back. Let's have a look. 67 with a 2 to 5, and then 80. So we've got much higher chance of hitting with this. So let's pull this swine wretch here right to the front if we can. Hopefully mean that this swine slasher can't do quite as much as he wants. How far can you move? That's what I hoped. He can move a nice long distance. There we go. So the group's now back in an order where we can do something. That's great. Taking a bit of damage in order to get it there, but not too much. These guys just don't actually do that much damage, it seems. They also don't seem the slightest bit bothered about being the wrong way round, which is a shame, but...
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
That was quite a big hit, however. And of course, this is the guy that's almost certainly not going to hit if we don't use focus first. So... let's have a look, let's just check. 60% with that, 60% with that. You see, I'm not happy with 60% accuracy. Let's get him up. So yeah, I'm going to potentially get blighted. That's not really that much of an issue. Oh, is that just stress? Hard to tell. Right, you, sir. Is it worth trying to weird reconstruction on yourself? Lots of people that I know don't like weird reconstruction. They don't reckon it's worth it, whereas I think it's pretty damn cool. However, I also want to get this vulnerability hex out so that we can get the big stuff out from our bounty hunter. So, sort of HPs are we looking at? 12 versus 8. So these swine wretches are really the big ones, the ones we should be marking like that. Now we can get the heal out we wanted, which is perfect. Let's get 3 is a bit weak, but let's hit him up a little bit at least. And now we can have fun with collect bounty.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope.
That Mark
blossoms.
collect bounty combo is always a good fun. The only question is whether or not I try and put Mark on the bounty hunter himself as well, so that in situations like this, you can get away with marking someone. Although, I mean, saying that, the collect bounty thing, it does loads of damage regardless. We're probably not going to kill the swine wretch. We'd have to max roll, so I'm actually going to go for the swine slasher here. Slightly less chance to hit, but if we do hit him, the chances are we got like a 50% chance to kill him outright, like that. So one more attack out of the game, essentially, and another chance to hit. Heal, sorry, not hit. Not sure it's worth Divine Comfort. I mean, actually no, Divine Comfort's always going to be better value on average, isn't it? So he's probably above one-shot territory unless they crit, so let's go with the Divine Comfort, because that gives us a minimum of exactly half the value you could have got out of the other ability anyway. And then you're super duper low again. Too low for me to want to weird reconstruction. So let's make sure we take someone out in one hit if we can. It's got a good chance of hitting him at the front, and then our one of these two guys, doesn't really matter which. Hugh is going to do 4 to 8 damage, which is not great, or we can chop on this back guy with a very low chance to hit still. That's interesting. I mean, they've got quite a high dodge, which is almost certainly why, but still, you would have expected that accuracy buff to help have given us more of a gain than that. I certainly did. But yeah, let's... oh, he's got a quirk that's reducing his... A quirk that's reducing his accuracy that's just disappeared. Slightly odd.
Be gone, fiend.
Anyway, we got to one shot like we wanted. Another big hitting attack, that one, so generally does something useful in that respect. was a funny little icon above their head. I wonder if that's indicating that she has a... Yes, it's indicating that she has this wield minus stress resist thing, I think. Oh, not she, he does. I need to check on her, see whether she has something like that, but I wouldn't be surprised to find that that was an indication, a new one, that there is a effect in place that is increasing how much stress she's taking. Anyway, while I'm all talking about that, I'm wondering to myself whether I should wear reconstruction or not, because I think this combat's going to be over pretty soon, and I'm going to give it a roll. It is a roll of the dice, but I have a bandage. It's not going to kill him in one turn, so regardless, he's already on death's door era if that guy chooses to hit him. So let's give it a try. It heals for 1, and does he resist the bleed? It seems like he did. And I didn't realise I had the party heal selected there, but it's fine. He's up a bit. And he resisted the bleed, so it really doesn't matter. So let's just try and finish off this fight by laying into this silly pig at the front here. Boom.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
It's alright, took too much damage for that first fight, but then we get portraits and a load of gold. Nice. So, get a torch up.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Yeah, he didn't get the bleed, so that's cool. Let's have a look if she actually has... it's interesting, there's not a... Yeah, it was nothing to do with that. Maybe it's... I don't understand what that icon is representing then. She doesn't have anything that relates to stress in her quirks, so not 100% sure there. Right, light's still good, so let's keep advancing. No, Mr. Books, not playing with you. Not anymore. Had more experiences with those in my other game that did not go well.
Lie in wait.
Stress is
Unsprung
already very high for Clement. I mean, excuse me, who admittedly started with quite high stress, but still. And a surprise for us, that's a bit more luck. That's what we're after. Right, he's still too low on HP, so I'm going to open with a heal. Normally would like to open with a stun, but in this case, nice big heal for 5, that's perfect. And then he gets to have a go. And we do have this Abyssal Artillery, which could hit both of these guys at the back, but I don't think it's going to do that much damage. Yeah, look, 3 to 5. Quite a nice chance to crit, but 3 to 5 isn't that great, so I still think the best move here is to get a vulnerability hex on probably this drummer here. 75% chance to hit, so yeah, let's get the vulnerability there and then see if we can't mark for death him and take him out really quick. Mark for death, collect bounty him, and take him out really quick, which we can't because it can only hit the front 2. That was slightly foolish then. A shame. So what we can do to help with that is pull the swine to the front, ready for next time, which has not worked. That's not very helpful either. Okay, so we've got our usual terrible accuracy, and as we can see, that results into a pretty much 50-50 chance to even hit these guys. So, as normal, only thing to do first with them, first turn, get the accuracy up, and then you might actually hit something maybe. Looks like a bit more stress. Yeah, maybe that icon just means stress is being affected. Not sure. Certainly an icon I've not noticed before. Doesn't mean it's not been there, but I haven't seen it before myself. No dums of whatever that is. That's probably a mark that means that they're all going to hit that target, preferably. That's not what I wanted, but whatever. Okay, so he's low on HP, but let's have a look at what we can't hit that guy with the stun anyway, so let's get him up. I want to try and do something to the drummer to try and mean that we can take him out, because again, this guy's not going to be able to hit him. So chances are we've got a 78% to knock these guys back versus a 90% chance to hit and pull him forward. So that's a pretty much a no-brainer, and we just have to hope that it actually works this time, which it has. Great. I'm not going to try it, but someone will have to answer for me in the comments. Can you have more than one marked target at a time? Yeah, because I'm loath to cast it again now, just in case it would move the mark. So I'm actually going to go for an Abyssal Artillery for these back two. Just get a bit of AoE damage out, why not? And then our Lepers go. And with you, we can... We've already had our Bounty Hunter turn. He might actually be able to take that guy out in one hit. He might even be able to take out the Brawler in one hit. And the Hue is only going to do 4 to 8. So again, the Hue is not that useful to us. Or we could self-heal. 16 HP is plenty. We're fine, we're fine. So yeah, I'm going to go for the drummer. They are just annoying.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Especially as we got him down in one hit, as we hoped. So we can now just mark someone else and try and do that combo again. Hopefully we get the occultist first, so that we can get the mark out. But don't know. We'll just have to see. Getting the leper before anyone else, and I am going to heal this time. 13's starting to get a bit low. The rest of this combat should not take too long. So with a combo heal from these two, should be able to help out quite a bit. So let's heal himself 4. And then they're going to get a bleed on the bounty hunter. And if I get go on him, I will use my bandage. And then I haven't got to go, so let's get a hex out on... Let's get a hex on the full HP. Nope, a dodge. I was going to say on the full HP brawler, but apparently not. So we're not getting this opportunity to do what we wanted. We got 5 to 11 with a 78% chance to hit with that, or a 75% chance to... Nah, let's just go with this. 12 HP, 8... Let's take... No, not quite take one out of the fight. That's fine, so be it. Okay, we still haven't had an opportunity to remove the bleed, and 12 HP is kind of low. I know he's on 12 HP, but he's further back, doesn't get hit quite so much. Let's go for a heal on our bounty hunter. Try and keep him up and alive. No more losing people, thank you very much. Yes, and I was about to say, no stacking bleeds on me either, that's not fair. No, resist. Oh, damn it. Blooming stacked bleeds. Give me a go on him, thank you. Hey, did you see me bandage? Did you see me? It was great. It's the best ever. Okay, I want to try and use Hugh to take these both out, I think. So what we'll probably do is try and knock the second brawler's HP down a bit with the attack. Not enough, unfortunately, but still, we will almost certainly kill one of them with the Hugh, and then the other one can get finished off as needed. Okay, so 12 HP, 10 HP, yeah, he's still really low. Let's keep ploughing the heals into him. And I don't see a point in marking here, so let's Abyssal Artillery only hits the back person. Okay. So this is the weird situation where this guy starts to become quite useless unless I move him forwards. And it's worth noting that the Hands from Abyss has to be used from these front positions, so I might actually change that. The stun's less useful if it needs that scenario. And can we risk a weird reconstruction, maybe? There's not really much point in doing anything else. They're low enough HP that... Maybe let's get the vulnerability hex on the wretch back, so that when he gets pulled forwards, we have a... opportunity to give him some more damage. And let's get the Hue out. Accuracy buff has fallen off, so unless we want to waste another turn buffing up, we're just going to have to go straight in with it, and it doesn't matter which one we cast, so sometimes you don't need that accuracy. And this is perfect, because now we can get the collect bounty onto the wretch and definitely finish him too, so that's great. Came out of that alright. In fact, lost stress by the looks of things.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Stress resist, stress heal, at death's door, losing speed. That actually looks pretty nice. Bonell, you wanna... Yeah, that's pretty sweet, that is. Stress resist, stress heal, and only that relatively small penalty, given that it only applies when you're at death's door. Oddly similar... Oh, I don't know. That's probably not that surprising. Right, so let's see. Maybe we're getting shot at... We're still going to have to go this way just in case there's a room battle there. But it's nice that we know that there's going to be a trap in front of us here, and we can hopefully get our bounty hunter with his... Only 40%? 10. Okay, maybe 40% is higher than I realise. Yes, 40% is a lot higher than I realised. Not high enough, but a lot higher than I realised.
Possessed by evil intent.
I don't have a bandage. Whatever can I do? Yes, give all of the stashed heirlooms. That's not great. That's not great. Yes, eat. Let's use a couple of torches, in fact.
The match is struck.
And we're going to have to make sure we get our bounty hunter's health up ASAP in the next combat. So, Yep, it was worth going around this way after all, although we're going to have an extra combat because we've done so. But that's fine. That's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. A pile of bones. I don't know what to do with a pile of bones, so we're going to ignore it. I don't want big negative traits. I rarely think it's worth taking the risk to get big negatives. Or when you get big negatives, sorry. And we get a surprise, which is always nice, and there's only 3 of them, which is also always nice. So what I might do, actually, is pull this back fella to the front right off the bat. Yep. 90% chance to hit, really good chance to hit him, get him to the front where we can lay into him without any problems at all. Then we can mark him up. No, we can't. He's going to dodge the mark, but that's all good. That's all good. And now we can get that lovely healing coming out. Awesome. Okay. Chop 50%. Heal 50%. Accuracy buff required. I'm not taking 50-50 shots. Not when the fight could still go on for a little while with this many of them. And unfortunately, ooh, what's this? Drums of Doom. Stress, surely. Yeah. And then, unfortunately, these guys get to move with Ren for the Old Gods, so he's back at the back again. And unmarked, so that was a bit of a pointless endeavour, although at least they didn't get a bleed off on us during that, so that could be worse. And we got our... No! Oh, apparently, you see, I have this habit of clicking on things when I'm talking about them to demonstrate, and the abilities are pre-selected. And so you get to do things like click on them, and then find out that actually what you've done is cast the same buff again you were about to talk about. Really clever. Let's see if we can get this mark applied this time. Everyone else's HP's kind of looking okay for the time being. And apparently we can't. Apparently that guy dodges like a beast. I'm not going to bother pulling him forwards again because that kind of got counteracted by these guys. So let's just hack into them. Get some damage out. Especially if his plan is to stress us out like this constantly. That's really uncool. Right, let's finish off the brawler. Max damage roll, very cool. Unnecessary, but very cool. And one more time, trying to... Yay! Yay! And now you should have a really nice high chance to hit him. And let's just... What's that? 6 to 12. You're not going to finish him off. You're not going to finish him off. You're not actually going to finish either of them off, so let's do a hew and get both of their health down low to make sure that we do finish them off next turn. Heal out on the bounty hunter yet again. It's not healing very much. Really want the skill rank up stuff. And yep, no bandages, so how low actually are you? 12, 11... It might be a party heal opportunity. Yeah, I think it might be, because he's not about to suddenly drop. And we got 2 out of it for pretty much everyone, so that's awesome. And we got to mark ourselves. Resisted the debuff there, that's cool. 13 to 31. How much damage have we actually got left we can deal? He can do, obviously, we need this guy to deal damage, essentially. We can't just leave him alone. He's got 5 HP left, so let's go with a hew for 3 to 7. That should take out the drummer, I believe. Even though our... again, we've got a quirk, apparently, that's reducing our accuracy. But not by enough. Spot on. Right, now we can finish this combat nice and easily like that. Which leaves our leper a little low.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be
not too
beaten.
bad. Light probably do with another torch.
In Radiance,
into the next
may
room.
we find victory.
More fight. Ooh, he's getting very close to getting stressed out now, and I don't have any form of stress heal, so we need him to start killing people, basically. Do we heal 12 HP, or do we... I want to stun. I want to get one of these guys out of action if it possibly can, and also open up the ability for our bounty hunter to do some extra damage. Oh, and now he's marking him because he's low on HP. That's really not helpful. So now we can do the finish him, which should pretty much kill this guy outright. That's good. One already out of the fight. Good start. They're continuing to focus on our leper, who's going to need proper healing. 2 damage per round. I don't want to add to that with weird reconstruction. So let's get the drummer vulnerable. No, get the drummer to dodge again. Damn, they're good at dodging those things. And this guy can actually self-heal on top of the heal we're going to give him from our Vestal as soon as we get to go. Well, nah, there's a Lancer for me. Yeah, you can have 2 marks up at once. Okay, that's interesting. Good to know. Perhaps that's me being a little bit too used to World of Warcraft and Hunter's Mark. Only apply once. Cool, so yeah, more healing definitely required. Another 5, that's great. His health is going up nice and fast. And then looks like he's going to get to go again. So the bleed, 1 damage for 1 raw round. That's fine. I'm not too bothered about that now. He's lost his accuracy buff, which means again 47, 50. That's pathetic chances to hit. And we're going to have to cast that again. These lepers are annoying like that, I have to say. It's one big flaw as far as I'm concerned with them. He's got no dodge, 80%. Nice chance to crit. Yeah, let's try and take the drummer out nice and swiftly as soon as we can. And now Hex, vulnerability Hex again. Let's get up on the brawler. Ooh, it crits the brawler, which is great for our stress problem. Why did the leper didn't get any? I think it's because he's already had his turn. I think that's what dictates how many people get that effect, which is frustrating, but hey. So 11 HP, still bleeding, and they've restacked it. So a single target heal him. This, I'll admit, Halcyon, is where a bandage might be useful. Is once they start stacking the bleeds up. Then, yep, I agree. I'd take a bandage right now, quite happily. Cool, so we got this marked one at the front, so we can... Let's make sure he dies. And then... 21, that does so much damage once you get that combo sort of set up. And then we can have a look at these guys. Now, this fella's kind of useless with how he's set up now. Yeah, I made a mistake. I need another ability that he can do from this line, or... Can this guy... Uppercut's the only ability, so maybe, yeah, in future I'm going to switch these two around, have the bounty hunter fight from third. But for now, we are going to mark up the... No, we're not going to mark... Everyone dodges you, friend. That is a problem with you. 3 to 7. Or we could have a pretty damn solid chance of killing it outright. So I think not taking that would be silly. Oh, my throat. I'll take a quick sip right here. No, I'm not just going to swap. There's no point just swapping them for a turn. Unless that is literally the result of every single spell he casts, and then I might as well just move him around. Right. Hit it in the face really hard. Good job. So he's going to get one more go, and that go is going to stress the hell out of us. You're not helpful, sir. 2 stress off it, all tipping over the edge. Still got a bleed on him. 1 damage for 1 round. Let's get, what's this, 10? Let's get the party's health up. Oh, a nice big chunk again. You have got to be going down. What's that? 75, 75. Doesn't make any difference. None of these abilities make any difference. So please kill him. Great. Great.
A trifling victory. But a victory.
Ooh, that's actually it. I
nonetheless.
could now back out and not actually have to deal with... I'm going to have to send him for stress problems anyway, so I kind of might as well. Unlock Strongbox. No thank you. I'm not going to fall for that. Right, so anything left to do in here? No, but we are going to continue for the time being. Nothing's looking too drastic. Might as well get as much out of this as we can. She's got... Why have you got minus 10% dodge? Syphilis. That's not great. That's not great. Oh, that's Clamette. Clamette's got syphilis. I'm sorry for you, fella. Yes, I don't understand where her minus 10 dodge came from. Or was it not her? A torch. Which we can
The
use.
light, the promise of safety.
The hero receives a nasty gash, which just hurts him? Or... Oh no, there's the resolve test.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Calm yourself. Calm yourself. Oh yes, and the trap that
Ambushed by foul
I was
invention.
expecting to be able to see. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. One more torch. See how this
As the
room
light
goes.
gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Nothing here. Nothing here. Right, well, let's keep going. We've got one more room left to do. We might as well have a look. He's already gone crazy. Him and, to be honest, most of them are going to have to go and get their stress sorted out anyway. So this is just a bit of extra loot. And a chance to get rid of that bleed, which I will not say no to. A fight! No less. A fight. Okay, so we got Brigand Fusilier. They do AoE damage. We've got Cutthroat, and then we got this big heavy guy here. And I think actually we might mark him and then cut him down to size using our friend here. Just because I want to see how much damage this can do. Yeah, 21 is a solid hit. Oh my word.
Reeling, about to break.
That's a massive attack.
Mortality
That's horrible.
clarified
And this
in a single
will be Death's
strike.
Door.
Injury and despondence set the
Well,
stage
at least
for
he is
heroism.
capable of healing
Or
himself,
cowardice.
getting himself off Death's Door, and hopefully meaning that the bleed's not about to take him straight back to it again. This might, though. Not if we all dodge. Nice. Okay, now we've got a lot of people very low. I can't deal with it all at once, so we're going to have to Divine Comfort. No, why did I click on him? I should have just clicked on the one without the problem, although it's still cast. That's nice. Okay, I was expecting it to not cast at all because of that, and that would have been pretty unfortunate. Right, let's finish off the big heavy
Prodigious
guy
size
at the
alone
front.
does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Give him a tiny bit of extra stress. This is probably going to sting. It did, but no one's at Death's Door still. So we can get another party heal off, which is great. Just about handle these bleeds that are happening. You can stun someone, that's great. I think maybe, was it 67, 73? So we're going to go for the Brigand Cutthroat because it's slightly more likely for it to happen. And the stun would be very nice, especially as it means that he didn't get a go. And you are going to heal again so that I don't have to use her heal on the group, but I can use it on the occultist. You are going to... Oh, he's not stunned anymore. That's a shame. I was hoping to still be stunned to get the bonus damage there, but what's this? 13, 12. They can't really take out either of them. But which one's going to be the more dangerous? I guess the Cutthroat. He was the one that did the massive double crit that I was really not very fond of. You are apparently on Death's Door, but not on Death's Door, which is slightly odd. I don't know how that works. Not really going to be able to stun him. It's not that likely we're going to be able to stun him either, but still. Let's give it a shot. Sweet. Hopefully that cancels his round out too. He's not hitting the ones on Death's Door, which is goddamn perfect. And you... more healing? Or Hugh? Oh yes, the absolutely abysmal chance to hit that tells me that you're just going to be healing. And you are going to, because he's now a bit higher, do a single target on our occultist. Make sure he stays alive. We're going to get some blanket fire that, well, doesn't do that much damage in reality, fortunately. Now, 5 to 11. So it's a guaranteed to take him out. He hasn't been yet this turn, so that's the obvious choice. now it should go straight back to us again, and I'm going to keep healing because we've probably got one more fight to go. I'll try and keep their health nice and buffed up, and then he can... I might as well go for the sun. I mean, it's not like you can do anything else, my friend, other than weird reconstruction, which is good in some situations, like when you're very high HP, you generally get a benefit out of it, but in other circumstances, less so. He's stunned for his time this turn, this round, so we might as well stay in combat and do some more healing before we hit this last fight we're about to go into. So, what have we got? 8, 14. I think it's potentially still worth doing a single target on our occultist, or do we group heal and get potential? No, we'll do a single target on the occultist, which is unfortunate because it heals for minimum, but hey, he doesn't get to go this turn anyway, so now we can just finish him off. Good, so we got our HP up a decent amount during
this expedition at least promises success.
And so from that position, what can he actually do? He can do vulnerability hex, he can do hands from the abyss, and that's it. It's not great, is it? You need to be at the back. Alright, let's have you there and favour having 3 abilities over 2. Let's get the torch up. I'm not trying to ease your pain. I was trying to cast a torch. It doesn't ease your pain in the slightest. And the last fight? No last fight. So that's it. Done. Relatively successful.
Should have never happened. You are doing just work ending them.
Not great treasure, but given that we got the quest reward as well, it's alright. And nicely, some portraits and some deeds. So that's great. Anyone about to level up? Got Gildersleeve went to level 1, that's cool. And we have... Boom, boom, boom. That's fine. Ooh, that is absolutely damn sweet. Even if it comes with like a payoff, that's amazing. Adonai's starting to become very strong. Nice.
I was lord of this place before the crows and rats made it their domain.
Well, that was... What's this question mark? I know it means he's off doing something, but I wish... Is there any way of seeing? No, I think we don't get to find out until next week, but that means that we can't use him at the moment, which is fine. Let's have a quick look and see what we've got available. A Hellion! Hot damn, it's a Hellion. Right, who are we getting rid of? Because we are getting rid of someone for the Hellion, for sure. I'm getting rid of Sydney. These guys annoy me big style. The massive lack of accuracy. So we've got a Hellion, we've got an occultist, and a highwayman.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
I want a load of these guys. Maybe we drop one of our healers. Maybe we drop Gueron. Maybe we drop Dureri. Let's have a look. What's Gueron got? Incision. Gueron's got some random abilities. Let's take Gueron out for the... I keep trying to do that. That's not how you do it. You do it through here. Let's take Gueron out
Those
for the time
without
being.
the stomach for this place must move on.
Grape Shot Blast, Duelist Advance, Open... Alright, he's got most of the abilities I like as well, so he's our Dismas replacement.
Elusive,
and
evasive,
I don't feel the need for 2
persistent.
occultists anyway.
Righteous traits for a rogue.
Good stuff. Now, can we get to the point where we can upgrade skills? Yes. Will that mean that we then can't upgrade weapons? I'm not sure which one I'd prefer, weapons or... I guess it kind of depends who you're talking about. To be honest, what I'd really like is to be able to upgrade our healing absolutely the very first. So we are going to go for in here. And we're going to get rank 2 skill upgrades. And then as soon as we can, we're going to do the cost benefits as well. But this way around, our 3 healers, who I believe all have the correct healing setup, can also now get their party heal and their... No, you're not high enough level, are you? Oops. Bonnell should be able to upgrade both her party heal and her divine grace, which is great. What about Blungy? No, Blungy's not high enough level yet either. Oh well. Who else have we got? We got Gildersleeve. You were the one that I wanted to change it around on, weren't you? The the ability setup we've got on here isn't ideal. Weird reconstruction, yeah, they're all fine. It's this that doesn't fit. So Demon's Pull, it could be weakening curse minus damage minus accuracy. I'm going to go for the damage and accuracy debuff. Or will I? Yes, I will. I'm going to go for the damage and accuracy debuff. And I'm not actually going to... And the 0 to 12 kind of helps that a little bit, but not enough. You want it to be 1 to 12 or 2 to 12, and I have a feeling that's never coming. And this doesn't upgrade that, interestingly. So yeah, we'll actually, having changed his skills and remembering to actually change them around. That was the right one, yes it was. We will leave him as he is. Verdun, we need to check our Hellion, because there are definitely some abilities I like. Iron Swan, and that's them. Sweet, that works. What about Bucci had one that we wanted to change. This pistol shot, it's kind of alright, but the way I play these guys, it's not that helpful. Open vein, duelist advance, yes. Maybe not point blank shot. You kind of want to make sure you've got something that's useful when he's stuck at the front. So open vein's great, but maybe you want something else available. Kind of unsure there, other than I'm not a big fan of pistol shot. A point blank or wicked. I can't see a scenario really where you'd use Wicked Slice. There are going to be some very rare ones, but it's very rare the scenario where you're going to want to use Wicked Slice over Open Vein, I think. Whereas Point Blank Shot with the knockback, that's kind of useful. No, actually, I take it back. I'm going to go for Wicked Slice. It's the bigger single target damage. This is sort of more damage over time, so that's fine. We're going to take that, and then we're going to remember to turn off Pistol Shot and turn on Wicked Slice. That's cool. And I think that might do for... Actually, no, we've still got quite a bit of money. Clamette I just don't like, if I'm honest. They're great, but not that great. And Reynold, let's have a quick look then, see if we can't upgrade some of Reynold's skills, because we do like Reynold. Now, we are using Holy Lance, which is the absolute bitchin'. We are also using Zealous Acquisition, which is great, and we're using Smite, which is great. So let's get all of those. And yeah, that'll do for now. Let's save a bit of gold. We still got to sort out the sanity on everybody, so Reynold can only pray, and it's still in use. And we could spend a little bit on that one. I believe opens a second slot. Oh dear. It's annoying, I want to use Reynold. Yeah, let's do it.
A man in a robe,
stress
claiming communion
cost treatment,
with the
and we do
divine.
want to, as we did with
Madness.
the inn at the start, we do want to be considering upgrading this stuff to reduce the cost. To the point where that's where the slot number is, right, which is not that helpful. Reynold's not going to be able to use this, no, but so be it. Who have we got to do? We got to do Adonai, he won't go in there. Clamette will, but not in the gambling hall. And Gildersleeve will go anywhere, and Bonnell will go anywhere. So Adonai, Clamette is relatively limited, so let's put him in there. We're going to use Verdun as our tank for the next battle, just in case anyone's wondering, thinking, oh my god, now you've got no tanks because you can't take Reynold. Not that you need a tank, but yeah, kind of helpful. Gildersleeve we are not going to be taking with that much stress, so you can go in there. And let's see up here. I guess we're not taking Adonai either, but he can't go in there at all. Where can you go, sir? We'll only pray as well. Those are starting to get really annoying. Tell you what, I'm going to remove that trait from Reynold now. So that actually looks alright. Let's get Bonnell in one of these as well, just because, again, it's cheap up the top there, and I'd like to have her right down the bottom as far as stress is concerned. And then Reynold, get in there. And where is it? I'm going to do that? Is that a sensible thing to do? Possibly not. It's not a sensible thing to do, is it? We should be doing something far more important than that. It was Clamette that had syphilis, wasn't it? Yeah. Not so helpful. We got Tippler, light sensitive, witness. None of this is relevant. Indie, no. Alright, then it does actually make some sense to remove God-fearing if we had more money than we did, which we don't, so yeah. That looks pretty much it for setup, so that means we're ready for straight into a run in the next episode, and I think that will probably be Verdun. We're going to try a completely fresh team by the looks of things, so, or almost fresh teams. So it'll be Verdun, Bucci, maybe Tombul. Tombul's not back, is he? So it'll be Verdun, Bucci, one of Hind or Blangy, doesn't matter which really, and then I guess we're going to give Dureri a try as our only other available person, although he does kind of fit that role, and we might end up playing a little bit with his abilities before we start, just because those look a little bit ropey, but we'll see that next episode. Either way, there you go guys, not too bad. Thanks a lot for watching. I will catch you next time.